Testing, testing. Hello, good evening, whether your world has a day-night cycle. This is Azvaldt here, and well, a bit of a later stream today. I was quite busy in the afternoon and the morning editing videos, so I'm here to make it up to you. As promised, or as not promised, since I don't keep it, I don't have a socials after all. But hey, whatever. I'm just gonna let this run for a while, wait for people to join before I get into the meat and gritty of the actual stream itself. So I'm just gonna wait out here, and yes, think of a bit. Feel free to skip forward if you are watching this in the future, but for now I'll just be making some new decks that I might test out in the next few days if and when I have time. So yeah, that's about that. Enjoy the music for now. What's this one? The old transfer shadow. I don't need it anymore. Old Saphi. Oh, this is my deck with all my random tech cards. That's very nice. Dana T, Hue 10 Roulette, Evil Mid-Range, Pandora's Box is... Well, maybe Reanimate Chronos. I play with Pandora's Box. Reanimate Chronos, although fun, I haven't been playing it a lot, so that frees up 2 new deck slots for me to do something while we wait for people. Couldn't sleep? Not really, I'm just making up for the stream that I was supposed to do in the afternoon, but let's be honest, I've been editing way too hard lately. So I'm just gonna take a bit, and then I'll do the Azvaldt review. Like we'll take a look at all the cards that will be leaving Azvaldt, and then I'll conclude it for the stream. So I'm just gonna cook a little bit while waiting for people to come in. You know, just a little bit. It's probably wait like 10 minutes, and then I'll start. Regardless of whether I'm the only guy here left or if you're the only guy left in chat. Anyways, who's the other guy? Altaya. So that's the plan. That's the plan, realistically. I mean, not to say I won't do any cooking. I'm a cook. I have to cook regardless of whether I want to or not. Look, come on. Who do I need? Day. Day, if I can set a day the turn before, I can do loyalties reward, Altaya into no, I need to do day for I need a loyalties reward first. Peerless into loyalty into Altaya into day, and that will evolve Peerless Warrior on turn 7. And we can bring Wise and Roland and Troya. Everyone knows SV player don't sleep. Well, maybe some people are actually productive people, people of society out there, so who knows, man? Who knows? Maybe they're actually productive people, unlike you, me, and everyone else that probably joined this stream. Why is your beloved? Yep. This one... this time I'm gonna put Asuka. I need all the usual evolve this follower. Like this tree. Does this look consistent enough? What's the balance of sword to neutrals? I'll cut 1 copy of Roland and 1 copy of Wise. They end the game after I get Peerless Warrior. The rest can be... I think this is good enough. I definitely need Snow. Maybe cut 1 copy of Asuka. She's really bad going first after all. And 1 copy of Alice, I guess. No wait, Alice is pretty decent. Well, but... No, 1 copy of Alice. I'll cut some copies that are high end. I think this is what? Warded Warrior. You ain't the most productive person. That's we all aren't. You may not have who is bad. I don't know who the hell that BADB is, but he's someone. Of course, I have 3 copies of your beloved, our beloved. I mean, beloved. You know, just for fun, because I haven't played Shadowverse for like the past couple of days. Look, I've embarked on an insanely big project that I don't know if my editing skills are capable of doing. But you know what? It's only time will tell. Only when I upload the video will anyone tell whether it'll be good or not. So let's say 2 games, shall we? So we have Roland, we have Wise, we have Warded Warrior. And then if they are, usually, hopefully they don't have a way to deal with it. You know, I'll actually keep this hand. Unironically, I'll keep this hand. Bab, the card that you keep memeing on you for not having back in like 3 months. I totally forgot that card existed, by the way. Bab Guitar, oh my god, I forgot about that card. I mean, I never use her, so it explains why I never remember her, but like, come on. She's irrelevant now. She's faded out of irrelevancy. Altaya, nice. Hi Exilia, welcome in. Just going to play go for a few rounds with a meme deck before we get onto the meat of the stream, which is gonna be looking at what Azvaldt, what cards are leaving Azvaldt. Anyways, who cares about Evolve? Evolve is overrated. So the card I'm missing right now is actually the spell. Wait till the event where you can play Odex, then you'll be sorry. Never. Anyways, too easy. I feel like at this point I'm just gonna win the game. Actually, to be fair, they can be playing Lena. I'm going first, right? I'm going first. Or if Snow survives, I can go on turn 6. Barb was a meme. Isn't that card used a lot? Not on my channel. Not on my channel, because I don't have a single copy. Which Paperman here has been like chiding at me for not having a single copy, but like, it's not my fault. Anyways, survive 2 turns. Hello Drapri, your boy's doing good, don't worry about it. I'll take Flowing Mercy. It is your, what do you mean it is my fault? It's just I don't have the card. What's the problem? I never got it, I never crafted it. Who needs buff Kata? Hi Hesa, welcome to the stream. It's late? Yeah, I'm making up for this morning. No, not this morning, this afternoon. I was planning to stream, but I was like, maybe not so. I was, then I wasn't anymore. Anyways. No rage so far, that's pretty good. No, I'm pretty chill. This is my first game in like what, 2 days after all. I've been editing for the past couple of days. Your deck would have been much more easier to play if you just edit, but no, you wanted to save your balls. Of course I wanted to save my balls. Who wouldn't want to save their balls? I need to get rid of this one. This is my biggest problem. If anyone will kill my Peerless Warrior is Warded Warrior is Segment. You know how funny it is? Like the one matchup I got into that could probably screw me over, and they run Segment. They actually had to run Segment. Okay, I can kill it. That's all that matters. Okay, good enough. Okay, that's all that matters. I think we win from this point on. Did I try the Gauntlet? No. How did it go? No, I don't bother. In my opinion, the Gauntlet is the worst waste of time ever, so I just didn't bother doing it. Honestly, like, I don't remember. It's quite competitive as well, so I don't usually, if I have the option to, I would try not to join it. I join Arena because they are free, and sometimes I can bring like suboptimal decks in, but Gauntlets, right, with that many games, it just doesn't appeal to me, so I don't. Anyways, we might be able to pull out the Peerless combo next turn. Like Peerless, Loyalty, Altair, Irvin. Okay, I need to repeat myself so I don't mess it up. Peerless, Loyalty, Altair, Irvin. Peerless, Loyalty, Altair, Irvin. Peerless, Altair. No, Peerless, Loyalty, Altair, Irvin. Peerless, Loyalty, Altair, Irvin. Peerless, Loyalty, Altair, Irvin. Peerless, Loyalty, Altair, Irvin. Okay, anyways. We win the game. Peerless, Loyalty, Altair, Irvin. Now we find Wise. You entered the Gauntlet, worst decision you made today. Well, that's on you. Good luck. I hope you have fun in the Gauntlet. It's a very, very fun experience, I assure you. Okay, so next we evolve Roland next turn. And then after we evolve Roland, we evolve Wise. And then we watch this guy have fun. All this for a 2-3. Aha! That's why you're wrong! It may be a 2-3, but it's an unkillable 2-3. Well, not like anyone bothers or cares, but who cares, realistically. Nice board. Would be a shame if you couldn't do anything about it. Who's Ultrasa L? That's why I need to find my Wise. Where's my Wise? Maybe I should have 3 copies. Yeah, sure, wait till the Goddess of Compassion comes. Okay, that's more reason to find Wise now. Oh my god, they have such good hits. Give me a second. Actually, I don't have the border, right? Give me a second. Not Charlie. I need to find Wise. That's all I need to do. I need to find Wise. I win if I find Wise. Like, just find Wise. Come on. God damn it, it's not that hard. Or if they play one more card. If they play one more card, I win too. I'll just keep going face. I need to find Wise. I have two Wise in my deck. If they're smart, they keep passing until they get Goddess of Compassion. If they're not, they just throw the game, but that's not my problem. Should have run 3? I mean, like, does it really matter? Realistically? Aw, they hit my tutu. Found him. Okay. Probably should have destroyed this, but it's fine. They never hit Wise. They hit my 2-2. No, I mean, it doesn't matter. We just wait. They have blue on board. They never hit Wise. It's not possible. It's just statistically impossible. It's statistically impossible for them to hit Wise. I'm kidding. It's not 33%, but you know. I mean, Roland is good now, but like, it's not necessary anymore. I should shut up. I should shut up. I apologize. I'll shut up from now on. I won't speak ever again. I won't speak ever again. That's my fault. Anyways, another full board. Your invisible guy ain't gonna work against goddess, especially with their 2-3. This combo really needs wise. I mean, it either needs wise or I just need to make sure they don't play any cards. Which, you know what, they're not playing any cards, so whatever, I'll take it. It's fine. If it works, we don't complain. It's not that hard. That was a pretty good first game after a while. That felt good. Let me just see if I want to adjust anything. Do I need this? Realistically, probably not. Wise. Roland. Yeah, we'll leave it here for now. Actually, maybe one less copy of Roland. For like another Alice or something. Yeah, let's leave it at this for now. Yep, 3 of your beloved, of course. Anyways, so let's get on to what I actually want to do for today. I think one game was good enough. Let's actually take a look at what is going to leave Azvaldt. That is the main goal of today's stream after all. So obviously I'm going to record for the video, so give me a year or two to set this up. We'll go by class. Anyways, this is technically a counter for Last Word, Shadow, and Helio. Does it counter Helio? Technically, yes. You're not wrong. It does counter Helio. But anyways, give me a second. I'm gonna start the recording in just a moment. Say hi to YouTube if you guys want. So, as you guys know, 8-4 Abyss Azvaldt is rotating out very, very soon, and so your streamer here, or whatever you want to call me, is gonna take a look at all the cards that are gonna be rotating out of rotation into unlimited lot for the rest, where they will probably never see play for the rest of time. Yes. We ain't stopping that low. Who do you think we are? It's fine. Anyways, of course, we'll go through each of the classes, starting with neutral, and then we'll do neutral last because neutral is very dependent on all the other classes. We'll go from forest, sword, and then you get the idea. So let's begin. So starting with forest, we had, I hit create cards just in case I don't actually have any cards, but immediately right off the bat, the one card that I'll miss the most, Hatsune Miku, amazing, beautiful card. My beloved, not really, but you know what? Beautiful collab. I love this. I love the design, but that's out of the way. The most important thing that Forest Craft probably lose is straight off the bat the Magachio package. Magachio has been really strong, and I think, if I'm not wrong, it has quite a presence ever since Azvaldt. There were periods in the time when in rotation where Magachio fell off a little bit, but even then, Magachio was still lurking somewhere around tier 3 or tier 2. The problem with Magachio was that it's one of the most consistent way to OTK for Forest Craft, even being able to OTK on turn 6, especially with a neutral card that, if let's see if it's in Azvaldt later. If it's not, then I'll just put it out just to talk about more about it. But unlike Magachio, the rest of her package is not really that good. Verdant Lieutenant saw play back in the past when there's Evolved Forest around, but once the main win condition for that rotated out, I forgot who it was, probably some woolly mammoth or elephant guy. She never saw play. I mean, she saw play in Castel as an extra card, but not really relevant. Leaf Shade Assassin was never good. Apparently, a 2-mana deal 4 randomly is just not good enough. But Budding Initiate stuck around, was one of the better cards in the Forest Craft Condemned package. Back in the days, they have Whirling Assault, which you can play on Budding Initiate. And in fact, the best way to play Magachio is actually to just cut all the unnecessary cards and just play the necessary cards for your OTK. And then, okay, as some people in the chat have pointed out, Plumeria and Hatsune Miku, they are basically the same card, but Plumeria will have quite a big splash on the current meta or going forward. Castel Forest, one of their most consistent way of winning the game is through Storm Fairies, which Plumeria is actually what gives the ability to give the first fairy that comes into play Storm. Even just beyond that, in the past it was a 2-mana 1/2, I believe, which still saw a decent amount of play but was significantly weaker since, well, you couldn't return it to hand with your furries, your tiger and panther, but now it's a 1/1, it gets the benefit from Castel token spell, and it can also be returned, making it a lot easier to play. And then again, a 1-mana heal tree is just really good. Who needs Storm? Just draw 2 Frostborn Princesses, just wait until they are on the bottom 5 of your deck and you cry yourself to sleep. The missing heal is actually a huge loss, exactly. Like, if you think 1-mana deal tree was really good, 1-mana heal tree is equally good, except it just doesn't heal you over the cap of 20 hit points, but that's beside the point. What else? Pharaoh Awakening doesn't matter anymore. Guidance of the Wise died alongside Nobilis when it rotated out. Fairy of Gaia played occasionally in Control Forest, I guess, but doesn't seem a lot of relevant play nowadays. Gale Pierce is a return card, a bit awkward at 2 mana, but it's okay. If you want more returns, I guess it might make an impact, but doesn't really matter. Merchant of the Woods is okay. The rest are just whatever. But anyways, just talking about the other legendary for Forestcraft, Wimael Redolent Enforcer. This card was very polarizing. It was really polarizing, especially if you can cheat it out super early. A Fairy Stream heal is enough? Probably not. Like, Plumeria is a separate amount, it's a entirely different type of card from Fairy Stream. It's a follower that contributes to Castel's quest, and not only that, it's also a target for Furry. I mean, Fairy Stream, you could use Fairy Stream, but you still need to play 6 cards before you actually activate Fairy Stream, if you remember. But anyways, more on to Wimael. This card was very polarizing. When it was good, it was too good. When it was bad, it was horrendous. On paper, this card seems okay. When you get Wimael down out on board, he just never leaves until it is transformed. So it's okay, but what made this card absolutely disgusting was when it was first released, there was a card in rotation called Hozumi. And Hozumi can cheat Wimael out on turn 4 or turn 5 alongside another card, which is, I forgot who, but there was a card, I think it was an academic card. Give me a second, I'll go take a look. No, it's not an academic card, it was a Dragon Blade card. Who was it? Cosmos Fangs. Yes, Cosmos Fang. That is the one card that Hozumi and Cosmos Fang broke Wimael. It made it one of the most toxic and unfun decks to play against. What they will do is they will use Hozumi, cheat out Cosmos Fangs, Wimael, and some other card, return all your cards back to your hand, and they cheat out so many 4/4s that you cannot deal with them on your like turn 4 or turn 5. It was a horrible experience that they had to nerf the deck. And ever since Hozumi got rotated and, well, they got nerfed, Wimael just have never saw relevant play. It was occasionally seen in meme decks, but that is about as much exposure as Wimael gets. Yes, it is indeed Fang. It was fairly interesting to play against. It was interesting, but play against it 3 times too many and you just feel like leaving the game. Excessive though, I'm not sure if it's turn 4. My memory is a little bit... I don't have a record of any gameplay against Hozumi because I started content creation a little bit after that. But I do remember playing against Hozumi with Wimael, and it sucked. It sucks, okay? But let's move on to Swordcraft. With one of the better design convicts in my opinion, or condemned packages, but we'll talk about it right now. Okay, so let's talk about a condemned package first. Oh, I spelled it wrong, but never mind. I'll just take a look at this. Barbaros will miss you. I mean, of course, she was so sick. I love the design. I love the idea, and I love the sort of gameplay it brought into Shadowverse. But then, I mean, Loot did overstay its welcome for a bit. I mean, it's actually a really good mid-range deck. It was a really good mid-range deck. Like, you can see how the loot package goes. You play loot, you fuse them, and then you finish the game with Barbaros and your Tidal Gunners. All the cards and packages are strong and relevant. Smash or pass? Smash, 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 pass. Anyways. So where was I? Deep Sea Scout was good. It's a 1-mana 1/1, builds rarely, gives you a loot card and also cycle if you have too many excess loot in your hand. Tidal Gunner converts all loot in your hand into damage, also provides healing from Gilded Goblet or extra damage burn for finishing reach with Dread's Palace Fact. Storm Rat first mate is good rally enabler, good board control, board over and things. Scout is cute, but no, I'm not gonna smash that. I have limits, and I'm not interested in this kind in them. This is hate pad. This is hate pad material, not smash material. So anyways, as Storm Rat was really good as just a token generator as well as loot generator. Usually can help you clear and maintain board control. Usually a kill on side card, because if you don't kill it, the turn is dropped. You are probably gonna lose the game. And then we have Barbaros, very versatile card. Not only can you use it to clear board, you can use it to set up lethal with Dread Paraflex or use it as a finisher itself. So the entire loot package was really fun to play. It was probably the most complicated deck of its time back in the day. It was the most fun. A lot of OT lethal patterns. Pseudo Watt, yes, it is indeed a Pseudo Watt. But where was I? Back in the day, we have Octrice, which with her token spell, which is some hollow dogma or whatever it was, which made Loot a very interesting and fun deck to play. But once that rotated out, Loot fell off a little bit. Have to wait for a bit before Jolly Rogers came back in Riverbrand, which brought Loot back into tier 2 or tier 1. But then Loot kind of lost its kind of complexity. Is a lot more easier to play Loot because it's really one-dimensional, which is just not as fun compared to Octrice Loot, in my opinion, which kind of kills the deck for me. But it was still a fun package to play with all around, because all the cards are relevant and have their own unique as something to the deck that you cannot take away from. And then from the other cards, we have Merville. It's okay, only played in Toilet Sword, which was gone the moment Royal Fortress rotated. Wandering Knight was good in Rally. Ninja Onslaught never saw play. Heavy Warrior never saw play. Iron Walk Defender, one of the last bastions for heroes back in rotation. Loot back then was scary. It was fun though. It was complicated. It was okay to play. You miss Toilet so much. I don't. I don't like just playing cards for a win condition that invokes directly from deck. If it's bad design opinion. Then we have Advent Lord, which is basically another rally card. It was cut in the current modern list because I think there's better options, and I think Twin Blader is just a better card for a finisher. And giving Storm to your officer followers, it doesn't matter as much. Then Wind Slasher, another final version for heroes, which, like, I mean, literally they don't see any play. I don't think anyone ever played it. And then what is this? Warden of Honor and Radiel. They both are win condition in their own right. Radiel was a thing in the last expansion before with what was that? Opulent Strategy still in rotation. It was quite a good win condition. Basically, if you can get this out, evolve it and buff it by 1/1, this will almost always win you the game. Warden of Honor, not so much, usually too heavy, but people do run it for the crystallized rally 1 draw 1. Let's see. They had Gil, Octrice, Kagematsu, and Barbaros. Yeah, those combination made Loot Sword really fun back in the day, and a very good fun deck to play against as well. You're playing in Toilet in UL to too much success credit, but Hot Buff is awesome. Yeah, it's basically ready versus Loot. in my opinion, Loot was more fun, but Rally is more brain dead. But you know what? You can see the appeal for both sides. But that's enough about Swordcraft card. Anyways, Loot, although it has, I think, a slight presence in the card on ladder, I faced against it a couple of times, but it's not usually considered good. It's still a fun deck, though. Will definitely have a special place in my heart because, in fact, fun fact, back in the day, this was actually the deck I chose day one. I didn't wait for anyone. I just decided. I looked at all the decks. I decided Loot seems the most fun and it seems the most strong. So I went with it. I was so happy I was right. Anyways, let's move on to what is this? Rune, their story. I mean, all the convicts have very interesting stories. I might make a video on that one day, but today is not the day. Anyways, the convict condemned for Runecraft is Sephi, the brave convict, and her entire volunteer test subject package. Once again, this is one of those rare packages where all the cards in the set is all relevant. For test subject, idea is really simple. Summon 5 test subjects, they become 5 5s, and then you can on turn 7 or turn 8, you can fuse like a lot of cards into Sephi, summon 3 different test subjects that are 5 5s, face Sephi, get another 5 5, and go face for 20. It was a pretty good deck. It was one of the rare more board based decks, follower based deck for what? In Shadowverse, if I remember correctly, not a lot of decks play for board, and Sephi is one of those few decks that actually plays for board really well, and she does the job well too. It was okay. I don't remember a point where Sephi was overly oppressive. Right, the test subjects were annoying to deal with. They will benefit regardless of what they are, but you can fight against Sephi, you can play around them. It was an interesting deck to face against. It was fun to play against as well. All the cards are useful. Like volunteer, they all tie into each other really well. And yes, Sephi is the one that raised your win count. Yep. Can you listen to Sephi's leader card voice line? You know what, let's do it. It is ethically sound. Anyways, but let's aside from the condemned package, we have Feline Magic, which I played once or twice as a meme. Check, which we used to boosted that chess into a very good deck, a tier 1 deck back when chess was still in rotation. No, not chess when it was still in rotation, when Mystic King was still in rotation. Specifically Mystic King, because Mystic King was realistically the only reason why chess is even good. And then we have the 2 Earthright cards. Is it 2? I mean, we have Crystal Scryer here as well, but Colossal Summoning isn't played as much nowadays, but back when it was released, it was experimented with. It was pretty good. Ultramarine Witch is just an Earth Sigil, which makes it a generally good card already. Then Bipartite Elemental, it was tested in Spell Boost. It was too heavy, it got cut, it would never saw play ever again. It's just average. Crystal Scryer, back when Golem Lord was still a 7 mana card, this was how I managed to pull out my Golem Lord OTK back in the day. It was a mess of a deck, but it was really fun to play around with. I like mana cheating. And then we have Crushing Fate Rain, a really good spell boost card that deals 2 to enemy follower and the enemy leader. It was one of the few cards that still reduce its cost in rotation, which means it's an auto include in most spell boost decks. In fact, I think it's an auto include in all spell boost decks. And then here we have the other 2 spell boost cards, the Wardens and Enforcer. The Warden never saw play. Never. It was too heavy. It does way too many things for who knows what. I tried playing it. It was horrible. I saw it play against me once. My opponent lost. You get the idea. It was bad. Oh, here's a stream idea. You play the condemned package of each class until you win 1 each. How strange. It's almost as though I had deja vu there. It's almost as though I have already done it. But anyways, about Simael, it was a card. It was really good. Back when Storm Boost was a thing, it was a tier 0 back in one of the first weeks of Azvaldt, I believe. There was some very insane shenanigans that cheated out Simael on turn 5, I believe, which was so strong that they had to hot nerf the deck. They hit some key cards and then Simael fell off. well, I say hot nerf, but it was like it took a week or two, so there was a week or two where Storm Boost was rampaging around rotation. But anyways, it came back when was introduced, which gave you another way to win with Simile again, but other than that, didn't see too many meta play. And Heron of Lies. Wait, what was it? Toki Hanate, or something like that. I can it. Storm Boost has a turn 5 lethal. Exactly. Did I say get it on turn 5? I mean you lose on turn 5. It was a very fun and interactive gameplay. When was Simile meta again and you forgot why it lost the relevance? I think you lost the relevance because it's just a 4-6 ward. I mean Storm ward. It was good. But then I think people found better decks to play, especially if you can just win the game on turn 5 or turn 6. But yes, that's basically Rune. What we'll be losing is, Spell Boost is kind of relevant, but not really. But the entire the Condemn package for Rune is very, very fun to play around with. And it's a shame to see a bot-based deck go. I would have loved to see this continue staying in rotation, and I wouldn't have mind either. Oh, did I mention what is losing for the other classes? Let's just quickly go back. For Swordcraft, we lose Rally Finisher, not important because Twin Blader exists. Doesn't matter. The loot package matters a lot, and it's basically just loot. Then for Forest, we lose Castel loses something, Magachio loses something. The rest of the decks doesn't care about anything else except Merchant of the Woods, which kind of hits Iris. Iris control Forest a little bit, just a little bit. It's not even big at all. So yeah, it's whatever. Let's move on to Dragon. Spell Boost fell off when they lose that journalist card. Who is it? Why? Yukimura? Yukishima? I think it's Paradise. It's Yuki something. Yukishima. This one, right? Your life will rest between these pages. Yeah, exactly. I mean, yeah, that was probably one of the biggest payoff for Spell Boost, but anyways, not relevant anymore. It's Paradise. Who cares about Paradise? Next, Dragoncraft. Dragoncraft is interesting. So, here's the Dragoncraft has a very strong card. Not this one. Drazael. We'll talk about her in a moment. But first, the Convict Condemn package. It was all over the place. I feel like the problem with the Condemn package for Dragoncraft is that it lacks consistency. It will lack consistency in a way where, even though right, the idea is really simple. You have to chain Condemns, and then you eventually, right, in the ideal world, it's like turn 2 Condemn into turn 3 Moronda, which goes into turn 5 Scorched Earth Tyrant, into a turn 6 Scorched Earth Tyrant, into a turn 7 actually no, it's turn 6 actually. Turn 3, actually no, it's turn 7. Turn 7 Anti-Maria for Lethal, I believe. Okay, let me just check. Turn 3 Ram into turn 4, turn 5. Actually, it's turn 6 Lethal. That was ideal. You thought Anti-Maria is a problematic card. It was a very cool card. But what actually led to Condemn Dragon not actually popping off was the fact that they lack consistency. You never know whether you actually have the whole package in hand. But if you do get the whole package in hand, the deck is really pops off a lot. It was really cool just to like chain a card into another card into another card into another card. But in my opinion, it would have been nice if they have added in like a second text. Is like otherwise, like here, right? If you play a Condemn card during your previous turn, gain Rush and an empty play point, or otherwise draw a Condemn. Just like a payoff, even if you if you didn't play a Condemn card on the previous turn, so they don't feel like bricks. But unfortunately, I'm not a card designer and I'm not a game dev, so I can't do anything about that. When Azvaldt just released, it was pretty good. It was only until the new cards got added and Anti-Maria for all. I mean, Anti-Maria even got buffed. In the old days, she didn't have the Accelerate, so it was just the main body and a little bit bricky, hard to play around with. But overall, the concept was nice. It just feels too bad when you couldn't chain the effects into each other. Even back when it was first released, I think one of the best decks for Condemn was actually Arm Condemn, which actually is, I think, is more of the Arm Dragons carrying the Condemn package. Usually with the Condemn package, you need something else to help carry it. It doesn't stand alone on itself because it just doesn't have enough cards. It's either you go Ram Condemn or you go Arm Condemn. It never was played by itself. And then the other cards, the other Condemn, Azvaldt, in fact, saw a lot of play. It saw a lot of play. Azvaldt, Warden was played in Arm, but it doesn't saw relevance nowadays. Let's see. Back then she has Accelerate, just don't have the app. Oh wait, she does. She does. Okay, then that was my bad because I forgot. Okay, maybe she does have Accelerate, but I don't remember the second part, which is my fault. But hey, it's been a while. Okay, my memory isn't the best. Don't remember having issues playing against Condemned Dragon. Draz, on the other hand, yeah, I mean the issue with the aggressive side of Condemned Dragon is that you have to chain the effects. But if you can chain the effects like Hot Header into Scorched Earth into Anti-Maria, it was disastrously strong. It's like there's not a lot of decks can deal with that. But that's the point is it doesn't happen that often. But Azvaldt is in fact really good. It was really good. The idea of Dragon Condemn is to play Condemn card each turn, but you need to put a lot of Condemn in the deck which can dilute the tutor. Yep, and that's where the point comes in, consistency. And then on the other hand, Azvaldt is played in a lot of decks. Where I think I said that a lot. A lot of Dragon decks. One, it was played in one of the worst decks ever existed, Bahamut Dragon. Why? It's heal, it's store, it kills your opponent's hopes and dreams. If they're playing aggro deck, you say screw you. If they play a control deck, it's still a screw you because a 5/8 cannot be destroyed by card effects with ward. It's quite annoying to deal with. And nowadays, it's still a screw you because Buff Dragon can buff this to a 20 hit points, and now you are wondering why the hell do you even play this game. But anyways, Azvaldt is an overall super strong card that is basically playing every deck. A lot of decks, every deck runs her. I mean, true, because like, if you're not playing her for what, you can even just accelerate her to draw a card, which is good enough. It's an insight. People run it for that alone. It's really versatile. Which, yeah, it's good. It's just good. Unlike the Warden can't be said for as much. The Warden is just a Warden. But anyways, looking at the other cards, Reinvigorated Dragoon, play in meme. Swift Blade Dragon New died when a Libertine rotated. Dancing Crab is Dancing Crab. It's its own tier. I cannot rate it fair. Dark Mermaid is a guy. Strike of the Dragon Slayer is a card. Giselle and DQC are memes. This card is horrible. I don't even know why I have 3 copies of her. She gave me the worst experience of my life. Dragon King's Castle, on the other hand, is a meme. It's a fun card when it was dropped. It's just okay. It's fun. It's funny to play with DQC. Which deck didn't run Draz Arm? Not really. Big Dragon can't do anything against aggro without Draz. Well, I mean, I think they can survive without Draz. They're just gonna have a harder time doing anything. Every Dragon deck in rotation, starting from Azvaldt, runs her. Well, most Dragon decks except mine, like half of my Dragon decks doesn't run Azvaldt. Because I'm Zelts, but it's not because of any special reason. But yeah, that's the only reason that you need to know. But anyways, so looking at this, Dragon loses okay. It's mainly Azvaldt. It's all Azvaldt. It's like none of the other cards matter too much. It's literally just Azvaldt. Although I will say Anti-Maria was a very fun card to play with. The one play point draw is good. Yeah. You know what? I'm just gonna probably cut the next part of the video, but like, you say like every single deck runs, every single Dragon deck runs Dragon. Huh? Where's my Azvaldt? In fact, I think that's why the deck was horrible. It's because I don't have Azvaldt inside. Lamau. That's an insight for Dragon. Yep. Azvaldt was very versatile. Hi Vice, welcome in. Don't worry, not doing anything. That's gonna review the cards today. Reviews the cards leaving rotation today. So yes, nothing special. Anyways, let's move on to Shadowcraft. I've never seen half of. Oh wait, that is not in Azvaldt. I was like, what are those cards? I've never seen those. But anyways, Azvaldt, let's go. Okay. Dragon had like no draw. Heaven Skill Dragon and who's the other one? Dormant Dragon likes to speak with you. But I think they are pretty late, so I guess you're still fine. You'll be shedding tears of when Wise rotates. Only when Wise. Only for Wise. But okay, let's take a look at Shadow. Okay, let's start with the Condemned package. Fallen, Instinct Death, Underworld Lieutenant, Abyssal Colonel. Back in the day, Last Word Shadows was a tier 1 meta deck. It's 7 AM, you've been drinking quite a bit, so your consciousness is fading, Lamau. Don't drink. Drinking is bad for your health. I'm not gonna go on the whole rant telling you to not drink, but just don't. I don't understand the appeal of alcohol anyways, but anyways. First things first, Instinct Death, although it was... Okay, wait, how do I even start analyzing Shadow? First of all, I love Shadowcraft, so I'm heavily biased. But how do I judge this? How should I judge this? Okay, first off, Fallen Sergeant is trash. No one ever runs. People run this card at one point in time, but it fell off. Didn't bother again. Underworld Lieutenant was okay. It was tested, but they decided consistency was better. They got rid of it. It came back recently in mid-range Shadow, which was a joy. It was really good to see Underworld Lieutenant being back. He was a strong card. He gives a lot of bodies and does damage to your opponent on top of it. It's unfortunately back in the when it first released, there was a lot of better ways you can Shadow has ways to win, so Underworld Lieutenant saw play back then, but you saw play now. And then we have Abyssal Colonel. Oh boy, this card. This card, man. You see it right now, it's a 9 mana 4/6. Back in the days, this was a 9 mana 6/6, and it was absolutely broken. But anyways, before I get on, let's just read the chat real quick. You're gonna miss all the sword cards that are rotating. Same. Actually, not all of them. The Condemned loot package was really fun. Dude, Last Word back then was annoying as well. The 6/6 Colonel didn't particularly like playing against the latest Last Word now either. Triple Colonel Unblockable OTK. Colonel was insane when he came out, lol. Yes, exactly. So, this card not only was strong in rotation, this card literally broke Unlimited. Back in the Unlimited back in the day, there was a Trifecta, there was like Wrath Blood, there was Hill Haven, and there was Atomy Shadow. Abyssal Colonel broke Atomy Shadow. Atomy Shadow, it became the tier 0 deck of Unlimited. Everyone plays Abyssal Colonel back then because you can literally turn 3 OTK with Abyssal Colonel. I literally make a list. Wow, the list was literally just 3 copies of Abyssal Colonel and 1 copy of Atomy. That was it. That was literally the entire game plan. Turn 3 OTK. It was so bastard. And even in rotation, a 2-man, you never play for the 9 mana body. What you do is you wait for you crystallize it, and then you destroy it with Instinct Death. Instinct Death's fanfare effect, which was really strong. For 2 mana, you get to destroy every single card, which when you can destroy amulets with Last Words, right, it basically cheats them out for early. You get a 2 mana 6/6 Storm Ward Last Words. It was such a bastard card. And then they had to nerf it to a 4/6, so it was a lot weaker now, but it was still a very good card nonetheless. Let's see. 3 Colonels game over. Last Word lost Instinct, Helio lost Ruin, Burial lost Meruel. Not to mention you can tutor it consistently. Atomy finally caught a nerf, lol. Yep. Anyways, and on the Enforcer side of thing, we have Meruel and Warden. Warden of the Corps never saw play ever. Actually, it saw play, but it wasn't good because a Septic String was just a strictly better card. Meruel, on the other hand, enabled an entire archetype of Shadow, which is Barrel Right Shadow.
Her leader effect was really strong, barrel right, allowing you to get 6 extra burn damage on literally your opponent's entire board. It was super strong, and what you do with her is actually you bury like some guys, and then you reanimate a very key card from Academy called Septic String, which is a 4 mana. Once you have buried 5 times, it does 3 to the opponent face. It was really strong like 2 expansions ago, but it fell off for some reason. I believe it was when the in Ghost Pub got hit with a nerf, which was really weird. I don't know why they decided to hit String. No, so not String. Why they decided to hit the in Ghost Pub, but whatever. Even then, people use Ultras. Yeah, Warden wasn't so good. Mira, on the other hand, was really good. And then Sariwan. Nowadays, actually we'll start from the beginning. A Loyal Ghost Pub played in Ghost, played in Last Words. Very versatile card. It's a 1/1/1 with a lot of effects. It was a really good card overall. Let's see. Barrel Ride was somewhat manageable when Greater Will can target enemy leader. Haha, that was an old card. That was an old effect, man. Lakandula rotated and BR is gone. Yep, Lakandula in Ghost Hound, they rotated and Barrel Ride died. As well as Call of the Great Arm. Then Barrel Ride died a little bit because they ran out of hand resources, but then we got a little bit more support in the latest few extensions, so it's a playable deck. Like I'll say tier 3, you can play, it's okay, it's fun. It's a nice card to take out for a run every now and then. From the Dust Reborn is basically a 1 mana 2/2. You can look at it that way. Or a 5 mana reanimates 7 mana card. It was a very versatile card, not to say the least. It's only as good as all the other cards in the rotation. There was a point in time where you will want to reanimate. Let's see, who was it? Corpsing Cornelius. And then what happens is that you get his token spells, and then you OTK the next turn with like the tiger pup into Angel of Chaos into another card for like a OTK or something. Yeah, something like that, which was it was okay. It was not too good, but this card was very versatile and really good. What else? Ghastly Banishment, an insane finisher for Ghost Shadow. I hated this card. It was good, but Masquerade Ghosts make this way too frustrating to deal with. But without Masquerade Ghosts, this card was really balanced and a pretty fair card to play around with. And then here we have Soul Sniper, archetype they decided to print, they support once and never look at again. It's like they printed this card one time and then that's it. They never print support for this. It was an entire archetype and it never got support ever. Like it never got support ever again. I mean, it got one support, Lord of Resurrection, but like that's it. That's the last time anyone supported Soul Sniper. It was insane. But I did find a deck for her in the current expansion. It was Barrel Ride with Lord of Resurrection and Soul Sniper. It was interesting. Definitely a deck you could check out. It's somewhere on my channel. I'm not gonna link it because it's a while back. You can go look for it if you're interested. But it was a very fun deck, and it managed to make use of all 3 white hair, 2 of the cards in this expansion actually. So don't craft it for any reason, please. And in fact, once Soul Sniper rotates out, Lord of Resurrection it's just another guy. Damn, side games. I totally understand how you're going, how you enjoy supporting old cards, man. But yes, that's basically all it is for Shadow. So let's take a look at what chat is saying. To be honest, you just want Kagematsu and Taketsumi back in rotation. Those are really good Swordcraft cards. I can understand why you want them back. They were really good and very versatile. So yes, they were very fun. Olivia and Sylvia. Is there a context for that I'm missing? I think you meant to say that Cornelius is used with Olivia and Sylvia, which is fair, but Olivia and Sylvia is run in basically almost every deck, so whatever. You want to play Evil Sword? That's expensive. I don't have the vows for that. Anyone remember Musketeer's Vow? I played it once or twice, but no, I don't like it when it was played against me. Oh, Claude Skeleton. Alright, this card. I jump over these two cards, but anyways, this was a really good barrel ride card. Versatile is good enough to be run in barrel ride. This one was not because you need to you only barrel ride on evolve, which is too slow. It was a waste of evolve points and frankly just not worth the slot. And yes, that's basically it for Shadow. How big did they lose? Huge actually. Instant Death, I think I forgot to mention this, but Instant Death was one of the main ways to cheat out Dark Allies in rotation. So without Instant Death, Dark Allies has to rely purely on the neutral package now, which sucks. It straight up sucks. Instant Death was the one reason why Last Word Shadow is ever a thing in rotation. And with him gone, that's it. Last Word is dead. Mid-range losers, Underworld is okay. Loyal Ghostbite is too good of a card to lose. Overall, Shadow gets hit really hard. We lost like 2 archetypes, two major archetypes, Barrel Ride and Last Words. We lost 1 mini archetype, and then we lost quite a number of good support cards like Loyal Ghost, Underworld Lieutenant, Ghastly Banishment, Sweet Soul, which it's a very it's such a big shame. I love this deck. There's necessary one as well. I forgot to talk about her because I thought I talked about her already. Basically, this one it just summons Helio. Oh right, it summons Helio. So Helio Shadow just got a lot more inconsistent. I mean okay, look. The meta way of using Cerebral was using her to reanimate Helio, crystallize it, or Septic String in Barrel Ride. You reanimate either Helio or Septic String, you burn face, you do a lot of damage. But my personal way of using her is actually to reanimate a lot of Resurrection, which using her Fanfare, which in my opinion was a lot more fun. But hey, that's my opinion. Really fun card. It was a way to reanimate 10, which we don't see nowadays, unfortunately. And it was also one of the only card that activates the summon followers Fanfare effects, which there was a lot of fun interactions you could probably pull off with Cerebral, which unfortunately I won't be able to do anymore with once she rotates out. Let's see what you guys talking about. Musketeer Vow. That was a very satisfying card. I love the all as one. It's like they just summon 4 of them and they're like, all as one, or something like that. All for one. Something I forgot the voice line, but it was really cool. But yes, Shadow loses a lot. What a big shame, especially as a Shadow main. Next up, we have Blood with their Wrath package. Does it really matter? Okay, let's see what are the key cards that goes missing. Howling Scream, Vicious Blitzer for aggro Blood, Demonic Drummer as just a versatile Wrath card in general, Genomwell kinda for U10. Kinda, okay. I think, okay, you know, I don't think Wrath, okay, Wrath loses quite a lot. But here's the thing. People don't run this anymore. Actually, Wrath is not in a good spot. What do they do now? Harmonic Wolf. Okay, the most important card that I see being lost here is Howling Scream, Demonic Drummer, Vicious Blizzard. That's all. Howling Scream is a 1 mana deal 1 draw 1 is really good. Vicious Blizzard is a 2 mana deal 2 to your opponent's face, ping 2 to your own, really good as well, especially in aggro Wrath, which is probably the best Wrath deck right now. And then Demonic Drummer is just a 2 mana 2 ping 2, and it's a good body, it's a good stats. The problem with the current Wrath package is a lot. So Steam Rolling Tank, it was okay, it's decent, not memorable. It's a 1 mana ping 1, but it doesn't fight for board. Raging Commander clears board, it's 3 mana, a little bit heavy, and it deals 1, but I forgot to loop my music again. I'm so dumb. Anyways, and Gyro Death, back in the very first release, this was a really good deck because of Vania. Yes, Vania. That's it. I think it was really good because Vania was a thing. Give me a second. Is everything good? I hang for a second there. Wait, give me a second. Oh wait, where was I? Where was I? Let me see. I forgot. My computer hanged for a second. I got very scared there. But anyways, let's see. Vulnerate. Garodev is still getting some love. He's decently consistent. Who never got Venerate, never played rough without her, just fine. Okay. I think I'll try to go over what I was talking about again. But anyways, I think rough was one of the best cards for rough back in the days. Was actually Vania. It was really strong card. It gives you a card called Gift of the Blood King, which is 0 mana deal 1, and that was a huge boost in consistency for Rough Blood in a lot of ways. It allows you to do a combo finisher with Garodev on turn 6, which is a huge difference, a world of difference than compared to currently when you can only realistically win with Garodev on turn 7 unless you spend turn 5 playing a 5 mana spell that gives you a card that pings you for 3. But even then, Vania was, I think, one of the best enablers for Blood. And right now, Rough Blood is in a weird situation where it doesn't quite have enough defensive capabilities of reaching turn 7 and winning then. You can OTK on turn 7 with Rough Blood, I believe. I don't know. I think Vulnerate was also a card that was really good for Rough as well. It also gives another 0 mana ping 1 as well. So you can definitely argue that Vulnerate was also a good card for Rough. Then there's also, what was it? Howling Demon, a 5 mana wipe the board Storm, Drain 5. It was a really good card as well. That gave Rough a lot of heal, a lot of consistency, a lot of presence in the meta. And overall a lot of reach, especially with Garodev, which is 11, and with all the extra pings, usually more than enough to reach you for lethal. Yeah, but nowadays Rough is kind of limited. They only really realistically, if they have Hidone and they have Garodev and they have Rogue and Verte for kind of a pseudo win condition. Hidone is just better. Hidone was just so much better. You get it on your first evo turn, your second evo turn, and you just win by turn 6. Garodev is just too slow. It became obsolete. People start cutting him, and yeah, it was a shame. He was a very cool design, and I believe his voice lines is one of the cooler ones as well. Like, yeah, and then I love this voice line. The voice line was really sick. It was such a shame to see him fall out of relevance, but unfortunately it is what it is. And then some other cards. Let's see. Signa was an evolved blood card, but it's still versatile nowadays. People may be sad to see her go. She was good, she's okay, she's decent, and I mean she's pretty flexible and versatile. What next? Scorching Grandiosity. Basically Floral's back in rotation, but they nerfed it to 2 mana and it became unplayable. They nerfed it to 2 mana and it became unplayable. Honestly, right? They should have just nerfed. They should revert this nerf. Like, Rough needs it. Just revert this nerf. Rough could definitely use Scorching Grandiosity at its peak right now. There's no reason to nerf this. I don't understand why. This was good. This could have been such a good card. Is Signa rotating? Yup, Signa is rotating. It's a shame, but she was decent, she was fun. In Evolved Blood especially, but I don't play Evolved Blood, so... But I think nowadays you play her in U10. She was versatile as a bot player, and also sometimes as a 1 mana deal 4. She was good. Don't get me wrong, she's good. But it's not also not something that's really noteworthy. You remember this spell fit into UL Rough when it was 1 play point? Yeah, leave it at 1 play point. 2 play point just killed the card. What were you doing, side games? You introduced a card and you killed it. You basically just didn't give a card to Rough at all. Like, why? I don't understand. And then Whirligig Wolf, I saw play once or twice as a Storm finisher, I believe, but not that I know of. Warden of Decay was run once as a Pazuzu support card. basically the idea is you play Azvaldt into Warden of Decay, and you have a lot of cards. You have Pazuzu, and it made Pazuzu good for like a certain period of time. It was still bad, don't get me wrong, but Pazuzu was viable for a certain period of time. And then what else? Pazuzu support and Genomiel. Where do I begin with this card? I don't know where I begin with this card. Like, it's a support card. You can see that it kind of goes together with Gyaradev because this gives -9 -9 to the enemy leader in total. So it sets the enemy leader's max HP to 11, and then Gyaradev does exactly 11. But realistically, that only happens by turn 9, so you're never going for this effect. It's a weird effect, but even outside of that, I think Genomiel saw play recently in U10 Blood to lower your opponent's max hit point to 14, so you can kill with no nut, which is pretty good. And what else do I remember about this card? Pazuzu Fodder? I mean, it was also there was a variant of control decks that I played around with, where the main idea is just to win with just control your opponent until your opponent dies to themselves or dies to Genomiel. Genomiel slotted quite well into that as a control tool. Unfortunately, Wrath is more aggressive nowadays, so they never use Genomiel. This card is a Menace in Take 2. I can see that. Genomiel's effect is really strong in a vacuum, but unfortunately the meta just isn't a good environment for it to foster. It's good as a meme though. I like it as a meme. But that's basically for Wrath. Not I mean that's basically for Blood, but the way I say it is that's basically for Wrath as well. But I think will Wrath still be an okay spot? Losing these two, six cards in total. That's a lot of consistency loss. So overall, I'll say that they lost quite a decent bit, but not items that are too relevant. As I say, Gyaradev and half of the content package already fell out of relevance. Genomiel is replaced already by Narc. Yeah, it's fine. It's not the worst. It's not the worst loss ever. It's not the worst loss, but it's gonna hurt a little bit when I will pull up the deck editing screen and I'll look for Howling Scream to right click it to look for it to add to the deck, and I was like, oh wait, it rotated. Damn. But yes, that's it for Blood. Next up, Haven. Where do I begin? I don't play Haven. But okay, I'll try my best. The content package for Havencraft is, on the convict side, is unplayable. Actually, half of the cards are unplayable. The only one that was playable was Agent of the Commandments for like quite a while. The reason was really simple. It has ambush. It cannot be interacted with. And that was the only reason why this card was even playable. And it's also because of Illuvia, which love it when one of your followers can survive for one turn, which is basically what Agent always does because she just gets ambushed. Agent survives for one turn, Illuvia buff it to copious amount of damage, and then your opponent cries because they cannot interact with it ever again. That's basically. But on the other hand, when it was first released, Iradel didn't even have the accelerate. It was just this, and it's not even any allied cards that cost at least 6. It's just allied condemned cards. It was so bad and too niche. It's not even a win condition at that point in time. In fact, that's what no one ran Iradel, no one ran follower of the presets. Actually, for the preset actually looks like a decent card to me. It's a 2-mana 2/2 that always gets the defense, but unfortunately for most people, and for Havencraft in general, it was way too slow. So no one runs it at all. And then Executor of the Oath is just another guy. People run him, but they eventually cut him because there's better things they can do. But of course, the Condemned package is kind of given new leash and a new life in the recent expansion with Lena, which actually made Iradel and Executor of the Oath actually play in those decks. To be fair, Big Haven wasn't good. It's not. I mean, it's playable. It's not the best, but Iradel and Executor definitely saw play in that deck and was pretty decent as well. And alright, one archetype as well, which the next one I'll talk about. The next Condemned card, which is Warden of the Wings as well as Unerel, Wing Enforcer. Well, Unerel was an interesting card. It was a lot stronger back in its prime with Holy Lightning Bird. You have an OTK, which is Unerel into 5 Holy Lightning Birds for an OTK. But ever since Holy Lightning Bird rotated out, Unerel is a little bit more of an iffy spot. Although there was a period in time, like just a couple of weeks ago, or months ago, I forgot, when Last Words was still popular, where Amulet Haven became more popular because Last Words and Mysteria cannot interact with your Haven deck at all. And then it's not my style of deck. Basically, you just wait until you get Unerel and you win the game. Not my style, but it was interesting. It was okay. It was decent, but outside of that one deck, Unerel never saw a lot of play. So yeah, it was just there. In fact, even nowadays, not a lot of people play Amulet, so people probably will kind of forget about this. No, they only remember one card. They remember Agent of the Commandments, that's it. For other cards, we have Amulet support, Crystallized support, which already speaks for how relevant it is. Sacred Ship is interesting. It was played as a tech. It was okay, it was decent. People don't run it as tech anymore. Never played as tech. Played as a tech. Never played. Crystallized support. Actually, I think Vice is making a video on this. So if Vice haven't already uploaded a video, go check out his channel. He's making something very interesting with this. You should definitely check him out. But anyways, and what else is there to talk about? Warden of the Wings, which have like some level of relevancy, but it's just another guy. It's just another guy. So Haven will miss this card, and question mark this card. Not really. It's mainly Agent though. It's just Heal Haven that will miss Agent of Commandments, because like they miss an uninteractable follower that heals them and can become a 11/11 on turn 6. Why would they not miss it? It's such a good card. I'm just glad to see them gone. So yes, that's Haven. How relevant? Not quite. Agent is already being replaced, so Unerel is irrelevant. So I guess it's meh. And then Portal is another archetype and tool. So let's get, where do we begin? Condemned package, of course. So on the convict side, we have Cutthroat, Ironforge, Black Rust, and Smeltwood, and Cutthroat and an entire new archetype for Portal, which is Enhanced Portal, with his insanely strong leader effect to give, like what? To basically make any enhanced card you play cost 2. It was really good. Getting a lot of enhanced effect for 2 mana, like for example Puppet Workout for 2 mana, pretty strong, even though you still need a 5 mana to play the enhanced, but it led to a lot of interesting games. It became a very good deck. Actually, it wasn't good when it was first released because there was issues for Enhanced Portal getting to turn 9 where they can OTK you in some form of, like what? Enhanced 9 Cutthroat into Dune Surfer, Enhanced 6, which is a OTK. That was usually how they OTK back in the day. Actually, no, they have a better OTK back in the day, but I'll talk about that in a moment. Black Grass not as good, but still a card. Can combo an enhanced 7 into a puppet work card, which is 15 damage burst, which is really. Is it 15? Oh, sorry, it's a 12 damage burst. 16 damage burst on turn 7, which is still really good. And then we have Iron Forge, which tutors Cutthroat. That makes her insane already. And then Melt Ward, which is just a heal, which is fine. It's fine. This guy is fine. And then let's see what are the other cards. Alright, let's talk about Enhanced for a moment. Back when Enhanced first came out, it wasn't that good. Although there was a card that made Enhanced absolutely super strong, which was Jetpack Rider or something. There was an Enhanced card for 7 that can basically attack 3 times a turn. And that card for 2 mana, you getting that effect for 2 mana is absolutely busted and made Enhanced Portal so broken. Even though you can only run 1 copy of him, being able to go face 3 times for 2 mana, which you can buff with like with Forged Weaponry from a card, I think it's like a puppet card back in last expansion, was really strong. And then they have access to a lot more tools back then. They have the Divine Treasure, and with then it fell off for a moment, but then Judith came around and Enhanced Portal got back. And then Judith got nerfed, and then Enhanced Portal died. And then Judith got reverted in one of the latest patches, and then Enhanced Portal kinda came back. It was okay. And then we have Puppet Work card, which is probably the other card I want to talk about. This card was interesting. It was a card that enabled some aggro decks to be very strong. Like, I think that right now there's an aggro portal deck which relies on puppet workouts +2/+2 to all allied followers. It was good. I think probably Machina runs this just in case you bot lock them, they get a +2/+2 to all followers, which was good. Puppet workout was a really good tag card that you can just slot into your deck, especially if you're a bot based deck. Then Road Puppeteer, no one cares. Mechanical Amalgamations, Enhanced card, which is an artifact card that artifact doesn't care about. And then doesn't care, unplayable. And Dune Surfer is unplayable outside of Enhanced, which is really weird. Because like, you know how Dune Surfer is really bad outside of Enhanced Portal, because it's very funny. Like, if you play this on turn 6 targeting a follower that's already on board, right? Giving Storm is useless. It's like this is basically just an enhanced support card. That's the only reason why Dune Surfer is ever printed. But yes, that's now onto the Enforcer side of the Condemned package. We have Warden of the Trigger. It's okay. I think it wasn't run at all. It wasn't run at all because it's a little bit heavy. But it was an okay card, it's okay, decently started. But the reason why you see this card so much is actually because it's summoned by Curse IL, which is a very good card for Portal. It's a 7 mana 5/5 Storm. It summons you 2 Warden of the Triggers, which destroys a random enemy follower because it's summoned with an effect. End of turn, you draw 2 cards, restore 2 hit points, and they get ward and +2/+2. Like, Curse IL does a lot. Curse IL was strong. It was good. And it can go face. And back in the day, there was a card called Gilas, which you can use to summon Curse IL, Gratina, and you have like, and you can summon another Warden of the Trigger. And probably like some guy like Magna Zero or some, not Magna Zero, but like one card. I don't know who that one card is. But it was a card. You can summon that as well. And you can, it was a cool deck back in the day, especially when Gilas was around. But nowadays, Curse IL is not played as much. I think people kind of play in Enhanced Portal, not really actually. Because like nowadays, the 7 play point slot is competing with Synthetic Eden, which is also a really good card. And the 8 play point slot is competing with Battle Cruiser, which is also a really good card. And honestly, I think Enhanced Portal prefer Battle Cruiser, so kinda fell out of relevance. It's still a good card though, and really cool design. I love this a lot. Magna Saber. Is it Magna Saber? Nah, who cares? If I don't remember, it's not important. But yes, that's basically for Portal. It lost an entire archetype and probably a sub-archetype in Aggro Puppet or Aggro Portal, which is a shame. It's kind of sad to see this as archetype go, but Enhance was fine. It was okay. It's a good control deck. But well, I guess it's a minimal loss. No, it's not minimal. It's like average loss because most people love playing Enhance. And we'll have a lot of dead cards in rotation because like, how many cards did they bring to support Enhanced Portal? Like yeah, they try to support because I also Enhanced Portal so much. And now it's like, it's gone. We're gonna have a lot of dead support cards. Your Machina deck will be incomplete without Kazael. Let's be honest, if you don't draw him, just pretend he's on the bottom of your deck. He's still there. He's there in spirit. But finally, let's talk about the neutrals. Okay, so it is in this expansion. Right, the neutrals. Key one first. Wing Inversion. This was the reason why Magachi was good. And this one. This was also the reason why Magachi was good. Wing Inversion allowed Magachi to OTK on turn 6. Warden of the Recurrence was the reason why Magachi is even good at all. Like, Warden of Recurrence becomes a 0 cost, which and it also has premium stats for Magachi to give Storm, which is why this card is not basically a forest card. It's basically forest. People put him in neutral to support. My mouse went out of battery. Where's my goddamn charger? Never mind. I'll use my touchpad for now while I look for my charger. But anyways, Warden of Recurrence is made to support Zerael as a cheap 8 pay point card to invoke Zerael. And if you don't know what Zerael does, Zerael is basically an Aegis. We lose Alice. We'll talk about Alice in a moment. Okay, right. Zerael, Region of Rebirth. This guy is an absolute meme. It's a meme of a meme of a meme. Like, it's an 8 mana 9/9 Aegis. And when you evolve him, it gets +9 in attack. And it's not even plus 11. It's just 9. If you put it at 18, it's a really weird number. But basically, you have to pay cards that cost originally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then you invoke a Zerael that is basically is there for the rest of the game. Until you account for the fact that everyone in their mom runs Draza Elhaven scale as Goddess of Compassion nowadays, so this guy is just it's just another guy. But back in the days, there was a few decks that runs Zerael. We have Spell Boost, which can cheat Zerael out. We have Ram Dragon, which rams and then we just invoke Zerael. It was okay, but Ram Dragon didn't need Zerael, they just invoke Bahama instead. So Zerael was the main reason for Warden of Recurrence, but look, a 0 mana 4/4 is better in Forest. Then Wing Inversion enabled Magachi to OTK on turn 6, which, like, these two neutral cards made Magachi internal presence in rotation. Like, so long these two cards exist, Magachi will exist. And because they're in the same set, Magachi does exist. And when they rotate out along with Magachi will cease to exist. Not that it matters anyways, at least they're in the same set. And then what next? Alice. Very good evolve card. Basically, you can see as a 2 mana 5/6 draw 2. Really good. And when you have evolve 7, it gives Storm, is a finisher as well. It's pretty much a staple for all evolve decks. Currently, the only evolve decks you have to pay attention to are Evolve's Neutral Sword, which loves Alice, unfortunately. because that means Evo neutral source needs another neutral card to support your next expansion. And if you want to go on a copium drive, you can say Evo Shadow, Evo Blood, Evo Dragon, Evo Portal, whatever. Alright, Evo Portal is still a thing. You know what? Actually, yeah. Evo Portal could also miss at least. Not as much though. Not as much. I mean, to be fair, you could probably play the decks without Alice. It's not as bad. It's like you can probably find replacements for Alice. It's not as hard of a hit as some of the other cards. And then Angelic is run in Sephi. Owlcat is sometimes played. I don't remember a scenario where I played this seriously, but I guess there's a world where you play this. Angelic Strike never saw play. Explorer Mystery, Big Haven never saw play. Saw play sometimes. And Azvaldt is just a generic neutral card that draws 2. It's the 2-mana draw 2 of Azvaldt. This is the true 2-mana draw 2 for Azvaldt, for the Azvaldt expansion. Angel of the Chaos is an interesting one here because like this has a history. This card has a history. There was a point when this was played in, let's see. This was played in Cornelius OTK Shadow. This was played in Board Lock Dragon. This kinda saw play in Board Lock Forest as well. And it saw play as a 6-mana. I mean, it saw play as a card. It feels like a meme. These legends are a meme, but like they pop up now and then and they make you go like who? But they do have some presence. But overall the neutrals aren't too as impressive this expansion, except for like these 3. These 3 are the good ones. And arguably Azvaldt, because it is consistent tutor for a condemned card, which may or may not be good, depending on how you look at it. But yes, that's basically it for the entire Azvaldt package. If I were to say which class loses the most, in order right now, let me see. Forestcraft at the very top, followed by Shadowcraft, and then Shadow we follow downwards with. I'm wondering which one between these 3 is a cross between Sword, Rune, and Portal. Portal loses 1 archetype and an irrelevant archetype. I think I might say I'm gonna say Rune loses more because Rune loses Spell Boost and Sephi. Then we go with Sword, which loses Loot and Rally. And then we go with Portal, which loses Enhance and a Machina support. And then we go with Dragon, which loses Drazael. You know what? Maybe Drazael actually. It's just Drazael. And the entire Condemned package, which is... You can argue for the Condemned package actually. For Dragon. Which, you know what? It's kind of... It's actually really surprising actually. Like we have 2 classes that are really good. And then we have 4 which are basically around the same level of loss. Sword, Rune, Portal, and Dragon. And then at the bottom of the irrelevant list, we have Blood above Haven. Haven loses the least. Blood loses Wrath, a lot of Wrath package. But actually, you know what? If you can argue, right? You can argue that Dragon, Blood, Sword, Rune, and Portal are all really, really equal for Azvaldt. They were all on equal footing. It's like, if you look at them objectively, the expansion Azvaldt is a really, really balanced expansion. It was no wonder people find it one of the most fun expansions for Shadowverse in quite a while. It was really balanced. We have 2 outliers in the form of Forest and Shadow, and then Sword, Rune, Portal, Blood Dragon were relatively balanced, and then Haven got the short end of the stick. As always, because Haven is Haven. Haven just is made to annoy you. I'm okay. You know, I'm pretty happy that Haven got bad cards. But yes, that's basically it. That's my analysis of and my review over all the cards that is different from Azvaldt. And I guess If you watch all the way to the end, thanks for watching to the end. It means a lot to me. And I'll see you guys soon. Right, so that's basically the video. Great. Now let me see what time is it. 11:30. Still fine. Dragon only loses Draz, but that's too big. I mean, it's literally Drazael. What do you want? It's just Drazael. Do I want it? Oh, this looks good though. Not worth my sanity. I'll go for one last game before I end the stream. But yeah, just as a cooldown period before I throw myself back into editing for the video again. Oh boy. I don't even know my editing skills is up to the test. I like the condensed series that I'm making, trying to compress like 3 hours worth of stream footage down into a 40-minute video. It's probably the biggest project I've embarked on so far. Which, you know what? It's a good thing I'm challenging myself actually. So take it as you will. $2,400 Grace, 2,000 rupees for Steve's. What a deal! I know, right? It's so good. The moment you say it out loud, I'm glad I didn't even look at the cost. I forgot you need to pay a cost to enter. 2412. Isn't this like just a hand? 4, 5. I'm missing Altair and Pillars Warrior. Well, I don't have to pay anything on turn 3, so whatever. I don't have to pay anything on turn 3. And then I'll hide day. Actually, do I hide day? I think I want to go for the draw. I'll go for the draw, then I go Charlemagne, Oceanus, Loyalty. And I'll hopefully draw a Pillars Warrior. And then we watch this guy cry himself to sleep. Actually, do Hideo run Goddess of Compassion? No, right? Probably not. They never run that. I'll just take the draw. There's no point in hiding it. I don't need the damage. Ooh. Feels good to be playing miming in Shadowverse again. I miss this feeling. The feeling of playing bad decks. What a joy. What a joy. Charlie into Oceanus next turn. Wouldn't it be nice if just... Oh wait, is that bad? Kinda not actually. I'll just slowly chip them away. They missed this actually, now that I think about it. Huh, that's pretty good. No Hideo yet, so you know what? Fine. Goddess can deal with a lot of guys actually. Ooh. Damn. Come on, I just need Peerless Warrior. I literally just need Peerless Warrior. What are the chances I mill Peerless Warrior? I only have 2 copies of him in the deck, but like, it's possible I mill him. In which case, I'll be really, really sad. But like, the moment I get him, I win the game. I can stall though. I can definitely stall. I have at least an drop. I can stall until then. So, oh my god, turn 7 and turn 8 is such a big difference. You can fuse before drawing? Alright, I can. You're a genius. Are they there? 2. Well, doesn't matter. Didn't draw Peerless Warrior though. No, I'm interested in going for another game. Let's procrastinate on my editing a little bit more, shall we? I want to procrastinate a little bit more. I like procrastinating. It's my favorite pastime. Procrastination is my favorite pastime. That sounds like an absolute waste of time. Oh man. Buff Dragon. Troya. Sword. Neutral. Okay. Roland. I need to draw another neutral. Is buff. Wise. If I can proc Troya on 3, it will actually be really good. Like, really good. Unless he saw this and decides to give up. In which case, sure, fine by me. Too flashy. I don't like this one. This one is too flashy. Neutral all the time? Oh, actually that's his assistant. Hey, it's the drafts we were talking about. Anyways, always a neutral. I'm not even gonna do that. Oh, come on, not even Charlemagne. I'm cutting. I want to cut Roland. Never mind, cutting Wise down to 2 copies. I don't think Paperman is at here anymore, so I'm cutting Wise down to 2 after this. This is horrible draw. What the hell? Actually, I don't even think I need 3 copies of Roland. I only need 1 copy. I want to tilt it towards. I want to tilt the statistics towards Charlemagne. And then after I tilt the statistics towards Charlemagne, right? I don't know what I want to do, but I want to do things. Hi, Charlie. Wise is the only one who can stop Bounce, Drafts, and Heaven Scale. Yep. Alright, they run their cards, don't they? I think I lost the game no matter what from here. My hand doesn't. My hand isn't equipped to deal with this. Man, you're so fed up with buff. You're not the only one. Yeah, they just do way too much. Where did the in-game audio go? Oh, my application is capturing the wrong one. Right. Oh, it should be working now. I think I lost this match, but whatever. Whatever, man. I'm cutting Roland, I'm cutting a couple of Wise. Oh, and now Wise does. I need like both Healers and Wise down on the same turn to protect it, but it's so hard to do. Because like Buff doesn't even use their evolve points that much. This is the Jover's relief in. You know what? Should I be racist? Racist sword. We build a deck that specifically is made to destroy dragon. It's a thing I can do actually, now that I think about it. I don't have a lot of choice there, but Alice isn't active, Roland isn't active, no one is active. That's bad, but I don't have a choice. I think that was bad draw or bad weightage by me. I need a little bit more neutrals, a little bit less high-end cards. Wise is good as a 2 off, but never as a 3 off, I think. You see, right? I realized something. Alice is leaving, right? Yep, Alice is leaving. But even now, right, I feel like Alice is kind of a brick. Not gonna lie. It feels like a brick. Anyways, who do I need to look for? Altair. Hi, Altair. It should be illegal for having strong board pressure and big burst damage in the same deck. Yeah. I mean, but honestly, looking at this doesn't look like strong board pressure, which I guess could be why Psychics isn't stopping this. I think the what was how do I stop buff? I would decrease the damage Joe does. Joe does way too much. I think that's what I would do, but it's like it's kind of hard because right. Yeah, I think Joe is the problem. I'll get rid of his fanfare. I'll change his fanfare. His fanfare is the problem. I think Joe's fanfare is the biggest problem. I think his evolve effect can stay, but his fanfare has to change. Doing 5 to the entire board, right? Just for having 20 plus hit points on a board is really very unfun. The only that you enjoy playing in this expansion is heal. It just feels nice. Sure. Yeah, bring it up in my chat, yeah? Sure. Also, hitting face is a problem. For buff? I mean, I feel like for buff, right, I really wish, right, what they do is they lean they lean more into the buffing followers instead of the burn damage aspect of buff. It feels better if like, the followers have more benefits in with each other instead of just like buff me to a certain extent and then start winning the game by hitting your opponent's by burning your opponent's face down. I think that's where I just start disliking it. But who knows? I'm not thinking clear enough for this anyways. Fearless. I need, let's see. I need Altair, I need Charlemagne, I need Ward, I need Day. And I also need to find Wise. Okay, that's Charlemagne. Yeah, he can clear your board and burn face. Like, I already lose board advantage. You don't need to rub it in. Exactly. That's why I hate it so much. Okay, Haven skill. That's one less Haven skill for Peerless. I'm okay with that. That's wise. Make him a storm follower. You know what? That sounds pretty good. If you make him a storm follower, let's see. What should I do? Evolve is a storm, but on the main body, right? The fanfare is deal 5 to all enemies and no face. All enemies but not face. That's my change. That's such a bad trait. I need to find. I thought I could find like the snow that way. Do you think they'll bring more evil support? They have always printed evil support. It would be strange if they don't. One Drazael gone. Six plus 5.
Here we go.
What are the chances they don't have another Drazael or Haven skill in hand? I have 2 turns to stop them then. Okay. Do we pray for it? Oh, I don't have Altair. Well, I can try drawing Altair with this. We play slow. It's best if I can get a Wise out alongside a Peerless Warrior. 7 mana for this though. And a 4 mana for Wise. If they only made Wise a 3 mana 3/3. You see Peerless, why? Have you heard of a Water Warrior? If you don't know, well, you're in for a treat. They can kill this.
These waters cleanse. Let's play some games after dinner. Have a nice day. I could not win.
Yeah, I know.
Brand new adventure awaits.
Yeah, I still don't have Attire, by the way.
Here we go.
There she is.
That was surprising. I break my legs.
That's the second draws.
I could not reach. Dark in the abyss.
Do I have time?
Governance without wisdom.
Let's polish that potential. All right, class.
I forgot. Never mind, they can clear this, who cares?
See you tomorrow.
We're gonna ride this wave to the top.
I need to pray. What cards have they played?
Scout is a fine team.
The city hall is host. Durandal, the incorruptible.
I should have probably added a win condition to this deck.
The light will the spoils of war.
I'm hyper vulnerable to Dragon Scale and Drazael.
Two wings to fly.
There's nothing lame about doing
You leave me no choice.
I won't let your passions fizzle out.
I don't think I win this because I throw away one of my wise. I think that's it. That's game. Oh well, what a shame. I don't have enough cards as well.
Annihilation.
It's up to you now.
Wait, what? Oh, it's evolve.
Annihilation.
You're too close. I overestimated my ability. Do you hate it?
You know what? Since I'm gonna lose soon, we just hope he doesn't find Drazael or Heaven Scale. He has 1 Heaven Scale and 2 Drazaels left. He needs to find one of those two.
Here we go.
6, 5.
Another flower. It's up to you now.
Annihilation.
5 damage, 8 damage.
Annihilation.
Here we go. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Useless, just worthless.
Last chance. Or I win.
Soaring around way to the top.
Joe doesn't win them the game. That's neither. Holy hell.
Nothing lame about doing your best.
Oh my god. Oh. This is why Pillars Warriors in the deck.
Here we go. I'm out of here. This was surprising. 2 floors, 5 new path.
Altair is such a nice card.
Annihilation.
Let's go. What a warrior. I managed to dodge all the Drazaels and all the Heaven Scales. I love this game.
We will feast.
I love this game so much. I'm so good. How did I do it? A ton of skill. A ton of skill. I'm just the best. Screw buff? Yeah, screw buff in particular. You know. Screw buff in particular, man. That felt so good. I mean, look, but let's all be honest. This was just one of those rare occasions, right, where I managed to bait out 2 Haven Skills and 1 Drazael before they played. I think 2 Drazaels before I went for my Wardless Warrior. Like, everything went right that game. Everything. Actually, anyone knows when's the next expansion coming? Because depending on how much time I have, right, I might be able to showcase this set. Might. No. Replay, bro. Replay foul. Watch. I'm not. This was the last game. I'm just watching it back because it was funny. A 15-turn buff game. You love to see it. Probably in 2 weeks, I might be able to sneak in one. They wasted one Haven skill here. You see, that was their first big mistake. I mean, I'm not complaining. They didn't know I was going for a Ward Warrior. And then I think the next time I misplayed by playing Wise. No, wait, I misplayed by playing Wise before Fearless Warrior. Because Fearless Warrior would have destroyed my Wise regardless of what I wanted, even if I didn't want it to. So that was definitely my mistake. Man, if it's 2 weeks, I still wanted to do a Wise Bear OTK and then maybe showcase this deck as well. Maybe putting Odin might be nice. Well, not wrong. Definitely, I can consider that actually. Odin might feel bad in the early game though. Here they wasted a Drazael. And here I wasted a Wise, I believe. No, I went for Charlie to Alice. Okay. He face. He face. Kill this. Evolve, run in. Okay. Yep. Wait, was that his second Dion? That's his first. Oh no, that's his second. Wait, no, that's his first. Next week we're probably gonna get card reviews. Oh boy, yeah. My schedule's gonna be tight. I have 1 week left to do Wise Bear OTK and I need to edit all my videos, and then I also need to see if I want to feature Water Warrior as well, which I think I want to. Then, well, I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out one way or another. Waters of Condemnation was really good here though, and then it made their Asuka and Shuri so bad. Brought me to 19, which is actually kind of relevant. Next expansion, we get Wise version 2. It blocks the enemy from drawing. Please no. That just straight out sounds like the worst. That's like Bahamut levels of bad, you know. They wasted the evolve point. They definitely should not have evolved there. That was a horrendous play. And here I was running out of cards. Decided to fuse one of my loyalties, right? I believe. Yes. They're out of evolve points though. Okay, 1 Dion, 2 Haven skills, 1 Drazael. And then this is the second Drazael. So 1 Haven skill and 1 Drazael left in deck. And then here I decide to play my Wise. I don't know why I decided to go for Wise here. I don't know what I'm trying to bait out, but I was trying to bait out something. I bait out a Sandstorm. You guys decide whether that was worth it. I mean, Wise was getting destroyed regardless anyway, so. And that was the second Dion. He only has 1 Dion left. So there's only 1 last Coach Joe burst he can do. This Roland actually came in kind of clutch. I don't really have a good way to deal with big followers in this deck. Alright, I remember one more thing I haven't done yet. Stream Blade or Radial? Maybe, but now that I think of it, I realized I haven't done something with Altair. I haven't done my Cornelius OTK before yet. Oh no. And then here they joke. Like, honestly, right? Against most decks, like, this is screwed. Against most decks, that is. Unfortunately, I'm not most decks. Who bought Banish Radial even if never hitting Ready 20? Yeah, that makes sense. I can do that. We can work with that too. But damn. You know, I didn't realize that Altair didn't have the follower strike in a normal build form, so that's why I did this play. Which was kinda stupid now that I look at it. But hey, you guys can't blame me. In Unlimited, you saw someone play Arm Shadow, lol. Oh my god! That's amazing. Send me, email me the clip. I want to see that. That was probably the second time that ever happened in history. God, you love Evolved Bloods, PLOs. Oh, I can see how that works. Here they have a big guy, which actually kind of difficult for me to deal with. Because he kind of bot locked me. But because of this, right, I can ignore 5 damage and I can go face for 8. Well, actually I traded this in because it didn't matter if I went face there or not. I just wanted more bot space. It's a JP player. Absolute guy. Would I have been dead? I would have been 1 hit point. If I didn't heal, I would have been 1 hit point. But this show would have been impossible if I didn't have Altair. Altair is such a good card. I love Altair, man. Altair is such a fun card. Altair is such a fun card. Draws are all Haven skill are all here, by the way. Beautiful. That was actually beautiful. You know what? And I guess that's time. Thanks for coming on today. It was a joy reviewing the cards. It was a joy playing Warded Warrior. That was amazing actually. But yes, thanks for coming on. It's a joy playing. Vote in if you have the clip. Email it to me. You can find my contacts on my YouTube channel page. There's a contact. You can just email it to me. But yes. Thanks for coming on. It's a joy streaming. I'll see you guys next time.